All right, guys. Really massive storm came by today while I was working on the garden, and it completely destroyed parts of my property. You see this pool? Like, the water is not supposed to be this far up. It's supposed to be down a little bit more. It filled the entire pool up, and if you saw the thumbnail of this picture, the wind literally tore down a perfectly healthy tree in the front of the yard, front of the house. And it may have killed some of my plants. I'm really struggling, like the title says. So a ton of these are the Kazari melons. I resoiled today because I was doing a lot of work today, and now the soil is completely mud. You see that that squash. You see it got completely uprooted almost, just like the tree in the front. I don't know if that's gonna survive. It was all cracked and everything. I spent the day just resoiling, transplanting the tomatillos. You'll see, I came out here after the storm, and all the soil for the kuka melons. The kuka melons were covered in mud. They were buried in it, and now all their soil is mud. I don't know what's gonna happen with them. These are some of the tomatillos. Hopefully now they're separated, they'll grow a bit. Might as well also do look at that soil. It used to be straight up soil with just black. Now it's mud. It's just completely ruined. Dang it. Some of the plants seem to be fine. Like, the gourd did not get knocked out of the tree. And see how high it goes? I don't have any gourds actually growing. I don't have any pumpkins growing. Very frustrating. I do have this squash plant is actually producing squash. It's growing some. So that's one of the few good things, and this one didn't get uprooted. The pumpkin plants are they're growing flowers, but they're not growing actual pumpkins. Usually I would have something at this point. As you can see here, I do have tons of cucumbers. I have tons in my fridge, constantly getting, every day I have a few to get out. They've extremely overgrown, but they're producing tons of cucumbers. It's my most successful plant. And then there's this gourd again. Goes all the way up into that tree, growing outwards, which is probably not the best thing. And then, as you can see here, I don't know what the damage is like over here. There were 2 pots here, small ones with the tomatillos. I took apart some of them. I put them in here. I know they look like they're down, but they should, once they kind of take root into the new soil, if they survive, they'll get spry and go back up. But we'll see what happens. These were tomatillos I transplanted at a younger age. They seem to be doing better than the ones I transplanted at the older age. It just happened. I just did that, so I don't know how, but these ones seem to be doing better. They're not curved or anything because they were crowded, and that's kind of the issue. So we'll see how they come up now. So that's a gourd plant, and it got involved into this weed, which seems to have been completely knocked over by the storm. So you can see the gourd is underneath there and moving that way, but I don't know, maybe it got freaking torn up. I don't know how the plant is doing now. Do you see it? It's here, it's going down. It seems to be on the ground over there. Maybe, I think it's still intact, but it got, I mean, it's just completely trampled now. I mean, if these trees fall on it, I mean, the gourd plant's gonna snap. I mean, the positives, I guess the cabbage is okay. I mean, I don't know if it's really gonna grow. The flax, for whatever it's worth, flax is just a flax plant. I can't really eat it. I just grew that for fun. The broccoli is just dying. It's not gonna grow. The carrots, they haven't really developed much. That's the bell pepper, and I think that's lettuce. I mean, I guess it's kind of growing a little bit, but not really to anything of significance. These are some more. I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. These are some more pumpkin flowers, not really developing into anything. I mean, they're not growing flowers. I mean, they're not growing actual pumpkins. And usually by now they are. So I don't know what's going on. I mean, it was so hot today. I mean, yesterday it was 100 degrees. Today it was like 90 something, 95 maybe. Very humid. I was out here sweating like it was crazy. And then like right after I had done some of the work, it just, I mean, this tragedy happened. I mean, luckily, like, you see these tomatoes made it. Tomatoes, for whatever's that worth, for whatever that's worth. I mean, the tomatoes are still okay. You can see in here that there's some sort of a cucumber growing there, growing on this side. And here we go. There's watermelons growing here. That's cool. I got some little watermelons growing right there. There's a cucumber right there. Cucumby. That's another pumpkin plant that's just growing and not really, it has, I mean, where's the actual cucumber? I mean, pumpkin, is that it? I don't know. That's another cucamelon that seems to have turned. I'm gonna have to kind of get it out of the mud. Let's see here. You can see the corn's coming in, the husks. See the kind of hairs or whatever getting absolutely eaten by mosquitoes. So you see that the corn is coming in. It's protruding out of the stem or whatever it's called. So it looks like I might have some corn this year, which is pretty cool. I've never successfully had it. I always grew it too late. These are the earliest plants of pumpkins, and they're growing out, but they're not growing any actual pumpkin. Let's see if I can find the cantaloupe. I think I have two, but this is the one I know of. There's the cantaloupe. It's really cool. I'm not a big fan of cantaloupe, but I mean, I eat it like every day. For breakfast, I just have fruits and like a protein yogurt. And if you see the sunflowers up there, they're about to open up soon. You can see a little bit of the yellows right there. So pretty much just within the last couple hours, a complete tragedy on my property. Trees have been just flipped over. Garden has been like muddied. Like this guy, he's probably gonna die. But I don't know if the cucamelons are gonna make it. This is truly a video where the title suits the name. It's kind of Pardon my French, but it's kind of a shitty situation now. Hopefully, I mean, it could have been worse. Everything could have been drowned out, and like I could have lost these guys. I don't see how the tree falls over, but the sunflowers and the cord make it. That doesn't make any sense, but you know, hopefully next videos will be better. We'll see. Please check out my books in the description below. It helps support the channel. I write fantasy, horror, science fiction. Please help me, that'll help me recoup some of the losses on these, on the property, I guess. Please like, subscribe, and share the channel, the video. That's about it. Thank you. So I thought I would show you guys the tree that fell down in a video. So this is actually the situation. The tree stood right there. It went all the way up, and now it's laying out all the way over here. A complete loss. Now we have to pay for someone to take out the tree and the stump. I'll take it to the other side. Hopefully, I'm trying not to get the neighbor's license plate in the video. But look at this, the whole entire tree has been, it takes up the entire frame. And this is the other side of it. And I mean, look at that. This is just extreme down there. That's like underneath of it. Extreme property damage. The storms just destroyed it. This is the worst of it. I mean, we just completely lost this in our front yard. It's gonna cost us some money. I mean, it's unfortunate, but I mean, it really sucks. But I mean, it's a massive tree. Look at that. It's kind of hard to tell unless you're in front of it. Have you guys ever had this happen to you? If you have, you know how much it sucks. But anyways, I just wanted to show you. See you next time.